Hi everyone, welcome to MK Massage and Yoga. My name's Megan and today I'm going to show you how to relieve upper back and neck pain. I'm going to take you through some gentle neck stretches and then we'll do some self-massage techniques as well. So this series can all be done seated, so just find a comfortable position and I'll take you through. We're going to start with some nice rolls of the shoulders. So you're going to bring it right up to the ears, really crunching through the neck. We're going to warm them up and then bring it back behind you all the way down so you can squeeze those shoulder blades together right down the back. Taking some nice full rounds, warming up the neck, shoulders. We're going to really use these muscles and try and release them. So it's nice to get them nice and warm. And take a few more back and swap over. Let's come forward, really punching through nice and slowly. You're going to take your hands to the knees and really start to feel the muscles switch on. And let's take a few more, really scrunching up right up to the ears and then release the shoulders all the way down, squeezing the shoulder blades down the back. Really feel this openness through the chest. Up towards the ears and then down nice and slowly, so the shoulder blades sliding down the back. Let's take one more, up to the ears and then all the way down. Take a few stretches of the neck here. So we're going to tuck the chin just slightly and bring the ear down to the shoulder. We're going to slide those shoulder blades down the back, away from the ears. Just come to a point where you feel a nice gentle stretch through the side of the neck here. Maybe this feels like enough for you already, or if you like to take it a little further, tuck the chin just a little more. We take the hand, take it to the base of the skull, so you can sort of almost hook the fingers in to the base of the skull there, and just apply a really gentle pressure to open up the neck a little further. Taking the gaze down towards the floor here maybe. And a few rounds of breath. Really breathe some space into the neck. As you breathe in, take a full round of breath. Fill up the lungs. You can feel that squeeze through the shoulder here as the chest expands. Take one more inhalation and exhale, release the top hand. Let's roll the neck coming through center and we'll go over to the other side. Bringing the ear down to the shoulder, squeezing this shoulder blade down and away. And maybe a slight tuck of the chin in towards the chest. Finding that nice stretch through the traps here. This is such a common spot right here, the traps to be tight. Massaging a lot of people lately and everyone is just so tight through the traps. This is just a wonderful way to stretch it out. Maybe your option here with the hand, taking it to the base of the skull and a really gentle pressure. I'm so much tighter on this side. So often one side tighter than the other. Come back to those nice slow rounds of breath. Imagining some space for the traps here. Always holding on to tension through the neck. And just let that go. Take one more inhalation. Exhale, release the top hand. We'll come through center. Let's take a few rolls of the neck, just side to side to flush that through. And keep moving. Maybe you feel the neck is a bit stiff, a bit clunky. Just coming forward over to the side, not bringing the head back just yet. Side to side, keep those shoulder blades down the back, away from the ears to increase the stretch through the neck. Maybe you find a point where you can feel the tension all up through your forehead, or something that feels like, oh, I need to stay there a little bit longer, something a bit sticky. Feel free to here. Listening to your own body, maybe even shut the eyes down. And then maybe taking some time to even up both sides of the neck. You can pause the video here if you like, if you want to hold these a little bit longer. Otherwise, we'll come back to center. We're going to reach the arms right up to the ceiling and then bring the right arm down. The left comes over if you're in a little armchair, placing the hand on the chair or maybe just by your side, even back to the knee. And let's open up through the lats, all through the side of the body, stretching through the back. We're going to hook that shoulder blade back behind you again, squeezing it together. Gaze comes down, or maybe just keeping it straight ahead, maybe up towards the fingers. Open up through the side body. And on your next inhalation, coming back through center, let's take both arms up and over to the other side. Hand comes down to rest, maybe on the armchair. And we reach up and over. Nice stretch all through the back. Sometimes when we've got this shoulder and neck pain, can be radiating from the lower back or mid back. Got some trigger points in there, so it's nice to stretch those muscles out as well. And we'll inhale back through center and release. We'll take a variation of cat-cow now in a seated position. So bring the arms out in front, interlace the fingers. We're going to flip the grip, push the hands away. You get a nice stretch through the palms of the hand. And then we're going to tuck the belly in towards you as you round through the back. Let the head hang down. And tuck the chin right into the chest. Really stretching through the back. Keep hugging that tummy in, right into the back of the spine, the lower back rounding. We'll take one more inhalation. And exhale, release. Release the grip. I'm going to turn around now just to show you, but you can stay seated. We're going to take the hands back behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And squeeze that grip together as well. You can see there. We're going to open up through the chest. Maybe it's enough to stay here, or if you like, you can pull the hands a little further away from you. Maybe you need to shuffle to the edge of your seat so you've got some space. And we get this lovely stretch through the pecs. So we can really help to reduce that rounding through the shoulders, which does cause that shoulder pain as well. As the muscles at the front of the body really tighten, the back muscles can get sort of lengthened and weakened, and then they're more susceptible to sort of that stagnant tissue and not working out their best possible way. So maybe taking the gaze up towards the ceiling as you open through the pecs a little further. Take some deep rounds of breath right into the heart center. One more inhalation, and let's exhale, release the grip. Bring the arms out in front, maybe to the knees, and just take a couple more rolls of the shoulder just to really feel that, flush it through. Maybe you're already feeling a bit better through the shoulders. And then we're going to inhale, take the arms up towards the ceiling again. We're going to take the opposite hand over to the opposite knee. The back hand maybe coming to your armrest or back behind you. We're going to sit up nice and tall and just come into a bit of a spinal twist. So we want to keep the hips even and just looking over to the side of the room. Either side, it doesn't matter. We're going to do both sides of the body. You can even take the gaze back behind you to increase the stretch through the neck as well. This is a really good one for the spinal, like the rectus spinae, those really long skinny muscles that run up and down the spine. Really, really nice stretch for them. We'll take one more nice big inhalation and exhale, come back to center. Let's inhale, take the arms up, and we'll come over to the opposite side, opposite hand to knee, that back hand maybe resting on the armrest of your chair or bringing it back behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Take a nice big inhalation and exhale, soften. Maybe bring that gaze behind you. That feels okay for the neck. Take a few rounds of breath here, twisting through the spine. One more inhalation And exhale, come back to center. Okay, now the bit we've all been waiting for, some massage techniques that you can do yourself to help release the neck. So what we're going to start with is squeezing the traps. So you want to take your hand, sort of cup it in this sort of shape here, and then opposite hand to traps. Bring your ear down to the shoulder just to help pop this muscle out here. So this is what we're going to work on, this little trapezius part here. And then taking that cupping action, and we're going to just squeeze along the muscle. So maybe you can feel the sort of the corner of the scapula here, and you want to be just above that. And then we're going to squeeze up towards the neck. Maybe you can bring the head back to center a little bit if that's feeling a bit strong. We go right up into the neck, taking that squeezing action. And then maybe right out, you can take your thumb if you're feeling, if it's a bit small, or if you're a bit of a smaller person. And we'll squeeze along the traps right out to just on the shoulder here. So this is where it inserts up on the top of the shoulder there. So maybe taking a few more squeezing actions along the traps. And then releasing back to center. Have a little feel how it feels on this side of the body compared to the opposite side of the neck. And then we'll go ahead and do the same on the opposite side. Squeezing along the traps here. Often one side is so much tighter than the other. You can take it all the way up the neck to the base of the skull. And then maybe you want to use your thumb to come out all the way across to the shoulder, along the top there. Nice to even up both sides of the neck. If one side is a lot tighter than the other, you can spend a bit of extra time on this side, whichever side it is for you. And then we release back to the center. Let's take the fingertips here. We're going to press through the pecs. So the top of the pecs here, sort of inserting into the clavicle or the collarbone here. We're going to press in and down to sort of drag through the tops of the pecs. So starting in nice and close near the sternum, you're going to press in and down just below the bone into this insertion point. There's a couple of trigger points up here that can be really nice to work through. And when we release the pecs, we can help to open up through the shoulders, and that can help to decrease the shoulder pain as well, sort of to fight that rounding. That's when these muscles here get so tight and the back muscles lengthen. So yeah, it's really nice to press down, releasing these. And we'll come to the other side, pressing in and down, just below the collarbone, making your way out to the shoulder, maybe making your way back into the sternum, having a little feel around. If you feel sort of a really lumpy, bumpy bit, you can stay on there, maybe do a little circle or just a little push up and down to help release through there. Little trigger points in there. Tight ropey muscles, and then we release on this side. I'm going to squeeze through the deltoids on the outside of the shoulder here. So similar action to what we were doing, that cupping on the trapezius. I'm going to really squeeze through the delts. I'm going to take like nice big squeezes with the fingers, really pressing into this part of the palm to help release. Maybe taking it from the top of the sort of the top of the side of the shoulder all the way down towards the elbow. Don't just go all the way down, just having a feel around. The deltoids sort of stop around halfway on the upper arm. So just having a feel, maybe coming to the front, the back. You can get nice little circle motion going, and a release. See how I feel on that side of the body compared to the opposite. little comparison, know that you're really doing some good work for yourself. And we'll come to the other side, squeezing through the deltoids here. Coming down towards the elbow, about halfway of the upper arm, and then maybe back behind, and then in front. And releasing. Next, we're going to take the thumbs here, and we're going to tilt the head forward. So I'll turn around so you can see. I'm going to tilt the head forward, take the thumbs into the base of the skull, and take a few little circle actions. You should be able to hook the thumbs in under the skull. And maybe bringing the thumbs towards each other along that base, and then walking them back out towards the ears. Just having a little feel around, making some little circles with the thumb, using the fingers to support the head. And take a couple more, really pressing in to that base of the skull. Come back around to the front. Take a few more. If it's a bit strong with the circling motion, you can just do some gentle pushing, pressing in and out. This is still a really nice release through the skull. And then we'll bring the hands around. Just take my glasses off for the moment. Take the fingertips here. Just place it on the temples, so if your first 2 fingers is big enough. Do some gentle circles, maybe shut the eyes down. Just release through the temples. If you're heading in one direction, swap over. Go back. And maybe have a little play around with the position of the fingertips. Just see where it feels good, just listening to yourself. Maybe shut the eyes down. And then we bring the fingertips down to the jaw. So right in, sort of in line with the base of the ear. A circle around between. You should be able to feel this cheekbone here really prominent, and the jawbone down the bottom. We're going to be about halfway, sort of in between those. And pressing in, open and close the jaw a few times. And then we'll take a few circles. The jaw's really tight. That can feel pretty strong. So just be mindful not to press too hard. You don't want to do anything too extreme. Just want to sort of ease into it and help to relax the muscles. Taking a few circles here, back and forth. And then releasing the hands. Take a few rolls of the head and the neck, just to flush everything through. Maybe another spinal twist, rolls of the shoulders. And that is my self-massage and yoga stretches for upper back and neck pain release. So I hope you really enjoyed this video today. Feel free to share it with your friends, someone that you know who's working at their desk and they're always complaining about their neck and back issues. Send them the link, share the love around. And if you're enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see more of. I'm always looking for new ideas, so I'll see you in the next video.